What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon. It's your boy, the Bad Diggity Dizzle here, back with another New York Giants video. A little programming note, because I'm insane. I'm actually going to try to stream some Korean baseball, because I'm dying for some live sports. Korean baseball is being aired on ESPN 6 games a week, so they actually got some live baseball. They do play at obviously very strange times for me. In the Eastern time zone here in New York. They play at 5:30 tomorrow, but I am going to live stream it because I am an insane lunatic. So if any of you guys are up and want to watch that, definitely try to check that out. I'm interested to see how they play over there and everything else. It's just going to be good to have some live sports. I don't really care what it is. I just got to see some baseball, man. I'm missing sports. So like I said, if you guys are up, come on over. Also, I just want to let the members know I'll be doing the members-only hat giveaway tomorrow night as well at 10 p.m. So I'm going to have to get a nap somewhere in between there. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. Obviously, the New York Giants had 4 7th-round draft picks this season. And I just want to go over this. I want to know which one of these guys you believe has the best chance to make the squad and actually produce something as far as the season goes. Now, I'm asking for one person. Doesn't mean that more than one can't make the team. But let's face it, if you're getting 2 7th-rounders that are making your squad, one of two things are happening. Either you have a ton of injuries, which hopefully isn't the case, or these guys ball out, which is what you hope that does happen, obviously. So the first guy is Carter Coughlin out of Minnesota. And I know a lot of Giants fans, a lot of people liked this pick. He was our first pick in the 7th round. 6'3", 236 pounds. He was a tackling machine in Minnesota. He had 158 tackles, 22 and a half career sacks, 40 tackles for loss, and 8 forced fumbles. He was also one of the highest in the country for quarterback pressures last season. So Carter Coughlin obviously can get the job done. If I'm going to pick a guy, it's going to be him. Like I said, I think he's got a lot of upside. And, he played in the Big Ten. Minnesota had a very good season last year, and Carter Coughlin was a big part of the reason that they did. So, Carter Coughlin had a nice career in Minnesota, and obviously he's got a lot of potential. So, it's a good possibility that if one of these guys in the 7th round does make the team, it definitely could be Carter Coughlin. Next guy is T.J. Brunson, another linebacker, this one out of South Carolina, 6'1", 229, 283 tackles for his career. Obviously, a real tackling machine over there at South Carolina. He had 21 tackles for loss, 6 sacks in his career. 2018, he had a monster season, 104 tackles and 4 sacks. He fell off a little bit last year, which is probably why his draft stock dropped a little bit. Not that Brunson would have been a higher draft pick. Maybe he would have went in the 6th round, but obviously the decrease in production this senior year hurt his draft stock. He ended up falling to us at 238 in the 7th round. So maybe T.J. Brunson gets a shot, depending on how well he performs in the OTAs, the minicamp. The NFL does plan on starting on time, so hopefully that is the case, and we can get these guys in training camp and see exactly what they do. But maybe T.J. Brunson is the guy that breaks through and makes the team out of the 7th round. At 247, we picked cornerback Chris Williamson, another guy out of Minnesota, 6', 205 pounds. Career 95 tackles, 7.5 for loss, 3.5 sacks, 1 interception, and 7 passes defense. It doesn't sound like a ton of production for a 4-year player out of college, but he did not play at Florida pretty much his first 2 years. I think he played a total of 3 games at Florida. He transferred to Minnesota his last 2 seasons, and all of those stats pretty much were from his last 2 years at Minnesota. Obviously, cornerback and safety is something that Dave Gettleman has tried to address since he came in as our general manager. He went very cornerback and safety heavy last year in the draft, obviously taking Julian Love, trading for Jabril Peppers, grabbing DeAndre Baker, grabbing Ballantyne. So he obviously went out of his way. This year he picked up James Bradbury, drafted Xavier McKinney, so he has done everything he can to bring in a lot of secondary help here. Maybe Chris Williamson gets a shot. I also forgot to mention he drafted Darnay Holmes, so another slot corner there. It'd be very tough for Chris Williamson to crack this squad with all of the depth that we have in the secondary. So I think he'd be the longest shot out of all these guys to make the squad. But you never know. It depends on how he performs. Maybe this guy finds a way to get himself into the lineup. Finally, mystery relevant, Tae Crowder out of Georgia, another linebacker, 6'3", 235. He had 122 tackles, 10 for loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 picks, 5 passes defense, 2 fumble recoveries, and a forced fumble. And another guy that really only played his last 2 years at Georgia. He didn't have a lot of production his first 2 seasons there, so again, the stats could be skewed a little bit. I know a lot of guys do like Tae Crowder. Thought that was a very good pick at number 255 for Mr. Irrelevant. But again, there's just so many linebackers and so much competition here, especially bringing in Kyler Fackrell and bringing in, Blake Martinez. And you got O'Shane Zeminis over there, and you got Lorenzo Carter. So I'm all for, getting a lot of depth at linebacker. But again, Tae Crowder's going to have his hands full trying to crack this squad with all that linebacking competition, especially with guys like Carter Coughlin and, TJ Brunson in the mix as well. So maybe Tae Crowder does, maybe outperforms all these guys. Maybe he finds his way onto the team. But again, these guys are all long shot guys in the 7th round. I know a lot of Giants fans did like what they did. A lot of these guys obviously have a lot of potential. Their skills are obviously very raw, and they need a lot of work, which is what the coaching staff is supposed to do. Coaching staff's got to find these guys' strengths. They got to, get these guys polished and get ready to play at an NFL level. But if any of these guys make the team, let me know which one you think has the best chance. For me, it's Carter Coughlin. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but you never know. Hopefully these guys absolutely kill it, and there's a reason they make the team, and it's not because of injury. Let me know what you think in the comments section. As always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. It is the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!